Does life just make you want to cry sometimes?
Sometimes.
Make you want to cry?
Sometimes.
All the time?
Well, when I indulge in certain, you would say, scenes, afterwards I, how you say, weep for my sins.
Otherwise you're a happy chappy?
Chappy, moi? No, I am not so chappy. I am an existentialist. I weep even when I do not sin.
Right, existentialism, angst, and stuff like that. You know, it's funny, the most righteous and saintly souls, Tzaddikim, also weep without sinning.
Vraiment, but why? A saint has no angoisse, no angst, and no sins, so why is he weeping?
The tzaddik desires God passionately. His soul aches to be reunited with its divine source, so he weeps over the barricade that blocks his soul's desire.
Barricade made of what?
The cells of his body, his bodily existence.
But how could a saint, a tzaddik, even desire to exit his body when God himself wishes him to remain inside a body? And besides, how is such an exit even possible?
By crying.
Crying exits the body?
Crying is the most intense form of transport.
Transport like the metro, transportation?
Transport, like in mysticism.
Ah oui, transport!
Whenever you're really absorbed with something, you're transported into the thing. You are where your mind is.
Ah oui, I see, la phénoménologie de Husserl, Brentano, la intentionnalité.
I have no idea what you just said.
This reminds me of a charmant episode. A child in school is looking through the window outside in the street, and his teacher says to him, "It would be better were you outside looking inside."
Where'd you hear that?
Le rébé précédent, Friediger Rébé.
Nice, that's exactly it. You are where your mind is.
Le maître du bon nom, Baal Shem Tov.
And crying in particular, is the most intense way of transporting your soul into something, into what you desire.
So when the tzaddik is weeping, he is over there with God, with the source of his soul. But because when he is weeping, he remains in his body, he remains alive. Le paradoxe de ici, là-bas, here, over there, of weeping.
In the book of Psalms, this paradox is expressed in the verse, "From my confinement I cry out to the Lord, and the Lord answers me with expansiveness." Meaning, from my claustrophobic incarceration within life, within my body, I cry out to the Lord.
The Lord answers me by expanding my mind beyond my body, like a man buried alive. Claustrophobie absolue. But through the weeping, the crying, my soul is transported into the infini.
Wow, you are really good at creepy metaphors.
French existentialism.
Right, like angst and stuff like that.
But permit me to push the metaphor. Does this mean that the tzaddik feels like he is buried alive in his own body? His body is a tomb, a grave?
Right. Let's take another verse from Deuteronomy 32. In his spiritual last will and testament, Moses invokes heaven and earth as his witnesses. "Give ear, heavens, and I will speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth."
Give me your ears, heavens. This sounds a little bit more personal, more familiar than let the earth hear.
As it should. Ha'azinu, give ear, implies a closeness to heaven, to the source of his soul. With these words, Moses indicates the need to exit the confines of the earth, of the body.
Exit by crying?
Perhaps the best type of crying, learning Torah. Torah is the process of becoming at one with God. Bit by bit, the human intellect learns to think as God thinks. So the Torah is called heaven.
Ah, mais juste un moment. Does not the prophet Isaiah make this order renversé? Side down, up. When he says, hear, O heavens, and give here, O earth.
Absolutely. Isaiah is saying it's more important to be close to the earth, to the body.
Very paradoxical. You are sure you are not an existentialist?
Well, I do get a little angst now and then. Anyway, Isaiah is not contradicting Moses, he's simply completing the thought.
But for Moses, the soul is ascending to heaven by crying or learning Torah in order to find its own source.
Yes, and when the soul finds its source, it learns that the desire of this very source, the desire of God Himself, is that the soul should remain embodied in the body, doing good deeds, physical deeds, mitzvot, which is why the mitzvot are called earth.
So the soul descends back into the body in order to discover the desire of its own source. Merveilleux.
And in order to find true expansiveness in the body, in the confines of the body.
Total confinement without claustrophobie. Merveilleux, génial, miraculeux. It makes me want to
Cry.